Yeah, you right. Let's do this thing on a Thursday afternoon. Corey Johnson back at you. Yeah, you right. Thanks so much for joining us on a Thursday afternoon. Cloudy Thursday afternoon, about 83 degrees, but really nice out there. If I weren't locked and loaded in the old Buddy Deliberto Total Maintenance Studios, I'd be outside enjoying this nice weather right now. 70 to 83 was the gimmick we had going today. Tomorrow, it's a rinse and repeat. Wake up to around 70, peak out around 83. Saturday, we have a 75% chance of rain. El Succo. Sunday, about an 85% chance of rain. Easter Sunday, 85% chance of rain. A little cool front, coolish, coolio front rolling in. Monday and Tuesday, we'll wake up to the high 50s in the morning. That's nice. That's refreshing. Good Friday tomorrow, Easter Sunday on, yep, you guessed it, Sunday. It is the Easter weekend. A lot of folks beelining to the Mississippi, Alabama, Gulf Coast, the Florida Panhandle. Maybe have a house over there, access to a house over there, rent a house over there, rent a condo over there, do it with multiple families, rent the same place every year, same week, same month, every time during Easter, whatever. Anyway, really good getaway, just moments away. You get I-10, it's beautiful. You can be on really great beach in southern Alabama or the panhandle of Florida in 3 to 4 hours. It's pretty incredible. And Mississippi's not bad. Mississippi's a great getaway. You don't have that. It's different. You don't have that beach and water, but you have much better food. Much better food, I'll tell you that. Anyway, it's all different. It's our Gulf Coast, and we love it. Some folks go down to Grand Isle, which isn't about the beach and the water at all, except for fishing and the camp and more good food. There might be more good food on Grand Isle than the panhandle of Florida. I exaggerate, but just barely. Just barely. Thursday afternoon edition of the program. Thanks so much for joining us. Mario Brothers, a.k.a. Latin X, at the controls. You can dial us up, 766-9480. Love to hear from you. Question, comment, critique, whatever we're discussing, which I'll tell you what it is in a second. 766-9480 is how you dial us up. Mayor Helena Moreno's initiatives, Lights On, seems to be working. The mayor's office claims 1,800 lights have been turned on. Few thousand more to go. This pothole initiative, 300 potholes filled every day, 1,500 a week. That's 3 crews doing one pothole every 5 minutes in an 8-hour day. Filling a pothole every 5 minutes over 8 hours. 3 crews doing that to hit 300 potholes filled each day, 1,500 a week. It's over 72,000 a year. I love it. I mean, it's proactive. There's a plan. It's not just talk and hope we do it. It's not just talk and they're jumping out the gate fast and now it's all bogged down. It seems like it's got a plan, a system, a steady flow going. They're turning the lights back on, the basics, the vanilla, the obvious stuff. They're filling potholes, the basics, the vanilla, the obvious stuff. Got to get that street shaving machine out, whatever that thing's called. Call it the shaver. Takes 1, 2, 3 inches of asphalt, just chops it up. shaves it off the top of the street. So many little, like, I call them like pinched lips, like where the seam of the street came together on the asphalt and it's jacked up like an inch, 2, 3, 4, 5 inches. It's severe enough when you're hitting it straight on. It's really severe when you're doing decent speed and hit it like in a curve, say like those S curves on Wisner by Bayou St. John, in between Desailles and Esplanade by City Park. No, get that. We need that little clipper machine out, the razor, the shaver. Need to run that thing like 24 hours a day. I like the pothole initiative. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying we can take it a step further. Speaking of a step further, to go along with the lights on initiative, to go along with the pothole initiative, how about litter? How about litter? Finally, someone with power, influence can get it done. How about tackling our terrible litter issue? It's awful. Let's head to the phone lines. If you're listening via the radio, yeah, you right. Checking us out on television in New Orleans, Baton Rouge, Lafayette. Yeah, you right, South Louisiana. Sup, yo. Checking us out on social media right now, live on X at Corey Johnson. Follow me on Twitter. Checking us out on YouTube, live right now. The Neutral Ground with Corey Johnson. Click to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Don't cost nothing. Let's go to Uptown New Orleans, 766-9480. That's how Hazel dialed us up. What a great name. How are you, Hazel?
Well, thank you. I'm doing good, sir. Thank you.
What a great old school name. There aren't many Hazels today, are there?
No, indeed. Old school is right.
Yep, I love it. What's up, Hazel?
Well, I just wanted to say, I believe at least one of those billboard attorneys heard you, because I don't know if you've been to this topic, but on Earhart Expressway, right when you get on, it's a big billboard, and I don't know if I can say the name of the lawyer, but usually he has a screaming yellow background and some trendy slogans, but on this one, it's like navy or dark gray, and he's wearing a dark suit, and it says trial lawyer.
Yeah, I thought that was comical, Hazel. Yeah, that's trying to legitimize themselves, I guess. I don't know.
I just thought that was funny. And trial, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, you'd actually have to go to trial to be a trial attorney. There'd have to be a trial involved, I think, to make that claim, right?
That's all I got.
Thanks so much, Hazel. That's Hazel in Uptown. She's right. She's right. You get right when you get on Earhart Expressway from like Holly Grove heading towards Harahan on the Earhart, heading towards Deck Bar, you get bombarded with attorney billboards. Causeway Boulevard in Metairie. I mean, there's like 6 out of 8 billboards on this one little spot that are attorney paid for billboards. I've mentioned that so many attorneys, these egregious advertising attorneys with their goofy slogans and ridiculous statements or even claims like Hazel was just talking about, trial attorneys. You'd have to actually go to trial to make that claim. There's so many of them that, I mean, I've mentioned this too many times. The billboard companies will have one pole erected, but will have 2 billboards on that pole. And it'll be 2 competing injury attorneys on the same pole. I mean, could you imagine if you owned a Italian restaurant Would you want your competitor on the same pole? You're spending, thousands of dollars on a billboard investment for 30 days, for a month, or for longer, but it's, thousands of dollars each month. And your competitor is going to be on the same pole as you. That be obnoxious. But the billboard folks reply is, we have so many injury attorneys advertising. If you want to be on that pole on that street, I recommend you do it with the competitor. And they go, okay. Crazy. No, they're everywhere. It's obnoxious. It really is. I'd love to know the percentage of billboards that are injury attorneys in Metro New Orleans. We've seen the newscasts, 4, 6, 8, 26, it doesn't matter. They could have 25 spots playing during that newscast, and like 18, 19, 20 of them are injury attorneys. 70%, 80% of their advertising load. It's crazy. Es loco. Hazel in Uptown, thanks for the call. Thursday afternoon edition of the program. Good Fridays tomorrow, Catholics and other Christians. Easter Sunday. If you're observing Lent, the Steak Knife in Lakeview is a great place to go. Start off with one of their 5 incredible salads with crab meat and avocado. How about a cup of seafood gumbo with shrimp, crab meat, and oysters? The crab meat au gratin as an appetizer or entree is as good as it gets. And speaking of entrees, try the Gulf Fish Robert, usually speckled trout or puppy drum, topped with jumbo lump crab meat. The Steak Knife in Lakeview for Lent.
Scott Craig of Katie's Restaurant.
All of my ingredients are fresh. Nothing comes out of a can here. Nothing. All of our seafood is Louisiana. All of our vegetables are Louisiana vegetables. It's a neighborhood restaurant.
Katie's in Mid-City.
Outdoor dining, Middle Eastern cuisine, under the oak trees, Lebanon's Cafe. Some of the city's finest lamb chops and shish kebab. Carrollton at Jeanette by the streetcar barn, Lebanon's Cafe.
Dave Miette Insurance Agency. Auto, home, flood, business. 504-556-0809. Dave Miette, INSagency.com. Dave Miette Insurance Agency. Auto, home, flood, business. 504-556-0809. Dave Miette, INSagency.com.
Word is, one of the best restaurants in New Orleans isn't even in New Orleans. Gallagher's 527 in Mandeville. Cross the lake and taste what you're missing. Tuesday through Saturday. Gallagher's 527 in Mandeville.
Young's Dry Cleaning has free pickup and delivery. That's right. Young's Dry Cleaning has absolutely free pickup and delivery. Home or office, East Bank or West Bank. Call Young's at 288-8381 or online at youngsdrycleaning.com.
Why wear the same old glasses that everyone else is wearing? Stand out from the crowd. Come to Art and Eyes. Art and Eyes is not your typical eyeglasses store. It's one of the finest eyewear shops in the country, right here in New Orleans, with precision-engineered prescription lenses and gorgeous high-quality frames from the heart of Europe, Japan, and the United States. Our products are thoughtfully curated, and our staff are here to help you find exactly the right frames. Art and Eyes on magazine, as unique as you.
Trey Yen in Mandeville, a New Orleans tradition for over 40 years, serving the finest Louisiana-inspired Chinese cuisine. Open Tuesday through Sunday. Trey Yen.
Greater New Orleans, a destination for learning. With 13 colleges and universities and a booming job market, Greater New Orleans is the ultimate destination for your higher education. Your path to the future begins in Greater New Orleans. Find out more at studynola.com.
Looking for a great steak tonight? The Steak Knife in Lakeview, serving only USDA prime beef. Open Tuesday through Saturday night. The Steak Knife since 1971 on Harrison Avenue between Canal Boulevard and City Park.
You're on the neutral ground.
I consider myself a bit of a loner. I tend to think of myself as a one-man wolf pack.
With Corey Johnson.
Thursday afternoon edition of the program. Yeah, you right. 766-9480 is how you dial us up. 766-9480. Crescent City Classic Saturday. You're running in that bad boy 10K. I know a few people. I think it's probably like one out of a few hundred, I would say. One out of literally like a few hundred. I was about to say one out of 1,000, but maybe not that much. That can literally just get off the sofa and go run that race. I know a few people that can do that. Not a half marathon, not a marathon, but they could go run a 10K, 6.2 miles, and they could run the entire thing. It might take them about an hour, but they could run the entire thing. I know like a couple of people like that. Now, I know a lot of people that run it every year. I think Rob Masson from Fox 8 should get him on the program. I think Rob's run it every year that the race has existed. He has run that race. I think I'm pretty sure on that. There can't be but a few dozen Rob Massons out there that have run in every Crescent City Classic. Anyway, that bad boy this Saturday. Corey Johnson with you. Yeah, Eric Stewart, by the way, who runs it, the director, he's going to join us in an hour. Just get a little preview of one of the America's great road races. There was like a world record 10K set on that course. The original course, which went from like downtown, down Magazine, like shifted over to like, I think, Britannia and went into Audubon Park. Had a party up at the Butterfly after. That original course, very linear, not a lot of turns, flat, on the river essentially, no hills. Like world record time set on that course. I always say, I stopped this a few years ago, just like bad knees now, just can't run. Can't run long distances anymore. Those days are over with. I guess I could and just beat the crap out of the knees and eventually get them replaced and then run on replaced knees, but trying to keep the knees I have. So rowing or cycling or some crap like that, I do instead of running. Running's hard. You have to have a great mental disposition to run. You really have to be able to be like, to forget about what you're doing, that it's not just resting. It's not easy. It's hard. You're doing something it's almost painful. It's almost uncomfortable. It's not easy. And you're having to do it for a long period of time, to run a mile at like a decent pace is 8-9 minutes. To run it at a slower pace is like 10 or 11 minutes. Multiply that over 6 miles. You're running for like over an hour. And that's a pretty decent pace. You're actually, quote, running. You're not walking fast. You're running. No, it's just difficult. It's not easy. And the folks that are great at it, they just mentally zone out. They're not thinking about, this sucks. This is painful. When does this end? When is it over? How much longer? They're not thinking of any of that. They're thinking about life, or how do they do better at work or in a relationship themselves, a beautiful day, whatever. They zone out. They mentally can deal with the pain and being tired and put it off to the side and just keep going. It's impressive. People that can run, I have respect for people that can run. I guess some it's just genetics. They're dumb as a cinder block and they can just run. But I think most people that can run, especially long distances, they have some real mental discipline. That's not everybody has, that most people do not have, Most people do not have the menu that Gallagher's 527 in Mandeville has. I don't know what you South Shore folks are waiting for, that love fine dining, that love dining out, that love great food, that love New Orleans seafood, love New Orleans specialties. I don't know what you're waiting for. If it's still that crossing the lake gimmick, you got to get over it. It's just too easy. Even the causeway, not some super modern highway like, New Orleans east to Slidell. It's not like that. It's the old Causeway Bridge. Even that bridge, back and forth, 22 minutes to cross the causeway, 22 minutes. From Lakeside Shopping Center to the front door of Gallagher's 527, it's about 23 minutes door to door. You with friends, family, a date, loved one, husband, wife, whatever, whoever. It's a great conversation. It's quick. It's right across the lake. It's done. There's no entrances or exits to the causeway. You just get in the right lane and put it on 67 and cruise control. May have to do a little passing. That's about it. It's easy. Stress-free. And then you're at Gallagher's 527 in Mandeville. Lunch Tuesday through Friday, dinner Tuesday through Saturday. It's absolutely fantastic. I don't think there's a bad item on the menu. The service is great. The food is delicious. It would be in my top 10 or 12 restaurants in the entire metro New Orleans area. Gallagher's 527 in Mandeville. Get over there and enjoy it. 3 things are going to happen. 1, you're going to be like, Corey's right. It's not good. It's not very good. It's excellent. I love it. Corey was right on the money. 2, you're going to be going often. You'll be making excuses to get to the North Shore, to get to Gallagher's 527, or no excuse at all. Lunch or dinner at Gallagher's 527. And then you'll be going, why didn't I listen to Corey months earlier when he was talking about this? I love it. This place is fantastic. I'm there like every other week. Was there earlier this week. Sat at the bar, got the lunch special, $24. Gallagher's 527 in Mandeville. Mayor Helena Moreno, her Lights On initiative, 1,800 plus. They were nearly at 1,900 lights turned back on in the city. I think they're 53,000 plus, including lights on the interstate. It was 4,000 or 5,000 or so that are out, so they've got a few thousand more to go. Started in the worst areas, started in a lot of areas that have a high crime rate, like light it up and the crime rate goes down, and that's just obvious. That's obvious. Doesn't solve the problem, but you light it up compared to a very dark area at night that you can't see anything. No, it changes the dynamic of that area and the crime situation. So keying in on those areas most, and then coming out from there. And then the potholes, 1,500 a week. 1,500 potholes each and every week. I love it. That's what the city should be doing. 300 a day, 6,000 a month, 72,000 a year. That's 3 crews filling a pothole, each crew filling a pothole every 5 minutes over 5 days, 8-hour shift. And a lot of folks like impossible. They're not going to do a dozen potholes in an hour driving from here to there. They might fix 6 in one area and do it in 10 minutes. Then they drive to another area and fix 3. And then they drive to another area and they fix another 6. And they're ahead of the game in 30 minutes. It's so the planning, not driving from one part of town to the other, spreading the crews out, having them knock out an area, having a plan. Not, I heard that street's bad, go check it out. But this is the street. There are 9 potholes. That kind of thing. I mean, you could almost have satellite photos, circle, go to the street, knock it out. So with the truck, where, I mean, that's almost like a single man crew. It's more than that, but the truck with the big hose on the front that's just spewing asphalt into these holes. Some of these automated machines that I mean, the city really needs to look into some of these that obviously would be used in other parts of the United States, but I've seen a lot of these online that are used in Europe, like in Germany and Japan, on how they repair an asphalt street. It's pretty impressive. No, I like that initiative. Whatever the little scraper machine is that takes the first few inches of asphalt up, I'd like to see them using that all over the city. And I don't care what kind of shape the street is in, good shape, bad shape, needs to be resurfaced, is resurfaced. We need stripes and reflectors on the streets. We need striping, even on bad streets. Crappy River Road, stripe it. You know, you turn off Poydras onto friggin' St. Charles Avenue, heading towards Tivoli Circle, Old Lee Circle. You don't know if it's a 2-lane street or not. There's no stripe on St. Charles Avenue. There was one. I mean, you can see like a little white stripe every now and then that's ridiculously faded. Every now and then you have to look for it. Some tourist, some out-of-towner, someone not familiar with the street has no clue. Turning off of Poydras onto St. Charles Avenue, heading towards Tivoli Circle, past Gallier Hall, Lafayette Square. I don't know, what's that, about an 8-block run? Stripe the damn thing. On the left curb, the right curb, a white stripe down the middle. Hey, even some reflectors if you can pull that gimmick off. But stripe streets already. I mean, it's major thoroughfares. You just have to kind of, yay, wink, wink, New Orleans. You got to know that street to know if it's a 2-lane or not. It's crazy. Anyway, so I like the lights on initiative. Way to go, Mayor Helena Moreno. I like the potholes, the aggressive attitude there. How about zero tolerance for litter? The mayor is the one that brings that up. It'll be like potholes and lights on. It'll start happening. Got to make New Orleans a clean city.
South Shore residents that love good food are making the short trip across the lake to Gallagher's 527 in Mandeville. North Shore folks have known about Gallagher's 527 for years. Now the South Shore has discovered this hidden gem. One of the metro area's best restaurants is less than 30 minutes away. Take the quick trip across the lake and experience Gallagher's 527 in Mandeville. As good as it gets.
If you're observing Lent, the Steak Knife in Lakeview is a great place to go. Start off with one of their 5 incredible salads with crab meat and avocado. How about a cup of seafood gumbo with shrimp, crab meat, and oysters? The crab meat au gratin as an appetizer or entree is as good as it gets. And speaking of entrees, try the Gulf Fish Robert, usually speckled trout or puppy drum, topped with jumbo lump crab meat. The Steak Knife in Lakeview for Lent.
For game-changing innovation, look to the Littering family of companies located in Harahan. Intralox, a Littering company, changed the game when they invented modular plastic conveyor belts over 40 years ago. These belts and innovative Intralox technology are transforming movement in manufacturing facilities around the world. Intralox is a dynamic global company now hiring in production, warehousing, shipping, and more. If you want to be part of our successful team, visit Laitram.com. That's LAITRAM.com.
In New Orleans, we don't eat to live, we live to eat.
More is better.
Scott Craig of Katie's.
That is our slogan. More is better at Katie's. It means more of everything. Not just more food, more smiles, more friendship, more love, more. When you do something, you have to do it right. You know, it's all about more, and it's all more of the good things.
Get more at Katie's Restaurant in Mid-City.
Tired of cleaning your gutters? Improve the value and look of your home with Leaf Guard gutters. And you'll never have to clean your gutters again. Ever. I guarantee it. Let Audubon Gutters install Leaf Guard gutters today. You'll improve the look and value of your home. And right now is the perfect time during Audubon Gutters' 99-cent installation sale. Call 469-6494 now. Get out of that gutter and get on the phone. At Audubon Gutters.
Looking for a great steak tonight? The Steak Knife in Lakeview, serving only USDA prime beef. Open Tuesday through Saturday night. The Steak Knife since 1971. on Harrison Avenue between Canal Boulevard and City Park.
Here at the NOLA Coalition, we love our kids and we love our city. The people of New Orleans are standing together for a better future. By harnessing our collective resources, the NOLA Coalition will create a safer, more prosperous city for all residents. Your support is needed to help reduce violence, invest in our children, and drive generational change. Join now at nolacoalition.info.
If it's a weekday afternoon in New Orleans, it's got to be
It's a party every week, baby.
Corey Johnson.
Have you checked out the littering.com website? Just as a New Orleanian, J.M. LePere invented the shrimp peeling machine. It led to the all-plastic modular conveyor belt, the LePere stair, the alternating tread stair. J.M. LePere was a genius. Latrim is a New Orleans company. All those stories, really interesting, really good website. Has all that stuff, all that history. Plus, you can go to like YouTube and check out more. And it's a great place to work. Like, need a job, a career? Latrim.com is hiring. Go to their website. Dozens and dozens and dozens of jobs available at Latrim.com. Latrim spelled Laitram, Latrim.com. It's a little after 4:30 on a Thursday afternoon. That means we visit with Bradley Schneller from stackedcoaching.com, talking a little fitness and nutrition with the expert. What you say, Bradley?
Man, I like being called an expert. I'm doing well, man. How about yourself?
Doing good, man. Doing well. Thank you. Well, you know, when it comes to fitness and nutrition, man, that's your job. You're a professional.
Well, I appreciate that.
Stackedcoaching.com is the website. All right, Bradley, there are lots of trends out there. GLP-1s, peptides, fiber protocols, tracking everything, cutting back alcohol, recovery tools, all kind of real things, gimmicks, trends, whatever. There's about 10 of them you came up with the Monday Stacked. By the way, if you're a member of Stacked Gym, Bradley's Gym, you get his Monday Stacked email blast. Stackedcoaching.com is how you find out more about all of
And
this.
actually, Corey, anyone can subscribe to our newsletter. They just have to go on our website and fill out a contact form, and they'll get all the free information every week.
Oh, cool. That's great to know. Stackedcoaching.com is the website. Can we blow through the 10, 20, 26 health trends? Stack it or skip it is what you labeled this.
I love it. You lead the way.
GLP-1s, Ozempic and those type of things.
Yeah. I say test it or stack it. It depends on your reason. Again, I am for this. I think GLPs are a miracle drug. I tested it myself, even though I didn't need to. And the side effects were minimal. And by minimal, I mean the first time I took it one night, my stomach was a little upset. Outside of that, all I really experienced was a lot of hunger suppression, which is okay with me because I know exactly what to eat. And it helped with vices too. Like I didn't overeat sweet treats. I consumed less alcohol. So if you're someone who needs help, and I say needs help, I say stack it. But I also think people need to have a foundation of solid fitness and nutrition, either before they do it or when they begin this drug, they start with a nutrition course, nutrition coaching, read up on it, however, you see fit, as well as going through strength training, making sure you get enough protein, those types of things.
What are peptides and should we be using them?
Yeah, so peptides are basically amino acids, but it's like a specific chain. in order to help you with a certain something in your body, whether it's recovery or muscle tissue or inflammation, skin irritations, sleep. There's a number of different peptides across the board. Some work really well and some don't work at all, or some have less research done on them. So I think it's important to know what you're getting into, know what all the side effects are, know where the source is or coming from. And then on top of that, make sure that you know what you're doing it for, how you're doing it, and why. I think that's also super important.
What is fiber maxing, and should we do it or not?
Yeah, so fiber maxing is just going to the upper ceiling of what the upper range of what your fiber protocol should be per day. For most people, that's 25 to 35 grams. This is one of the most important things. I say stack it. It is directly linked to longevity, more so than anything else.
What about longevity going mainstream?
Yeah, look, I think anti-aging protocols, worrying about longevity, can be a good thing, but also if you take it to the extreme, then you're not living your life right now and in the present. And there isn't a ton or a lot at all of research showing that anything you do in this anti-aging world is going to directly put a decade of life onto you. I think it's more important to make sure that we are strong and independent as we age.
Couple of, things. I mean, 3 things I've gotten out of Stacked that I think help for longevity. One is just sort of the mentality at your place, like train like you're an athlete. You're training people like they're an athlete, not just regular training. Second, you're big on, for men especially, this ratio, for women a little less, gram of protein for every pound of weight, for every pound you weigh. And I guess the third thing is even for someone like me, at least being aware of my diet.
Yeah, I mean, all 3 of those things will go a long way to longevity or anti-aging or making sure you're strong and independent as we age. And I'm just going to break down each one real quick. So training like an athlete, I really think that comes down to, I wouldn't say taking it seriously, but making sure you're doing it right. I can't tell you how many times I've popped into a regular gym. Okay, I don't mean stacked, just like a normal conventional gym. I'm not going to throw out names there, but where people go to work out, you buy a membership at the beginning of the year type of situation. Okay, we'll say a gym with not a lot of guidance, and I see tons of people, what I call ego lifting, or have no idea of proper form and technique. And when we say train like an athlete, we're talking about moving through ranges of motion, protecting your joints, protecting your tendons and ligaments, doing things in a proper way to not injure yourself, right? While still progressing towards maybe some type of performance goal. And performance goal could also just mean, hey, tracking our weight so that we get stronger over time. The protein thing is super important. I tell everyone this. I tell everyone this, from my girlfriend to my mom to random people I meet. It's so important that we eat enough protein to keep our muscle mass on. And then, what was the last one?
For me, at least being aware of your diet. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, look, if you're not aware of your diet at all, or haven't done any type of deep thought on what you're doing, then you're going to constantly be chasing something.
Yep.
And that is never, if you say I have to go on a diet, that means you've never really thought about your diet, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? People who think about the food they eat, they just go through seasons or phases where they tighten it up, or loosen it up, or come a little bit away from where they want to be, and then they can just dial it back in, where it's not like totally off and like, oh man, I need to go on a diet. No one says that who pays attention to their food.
Hyper personal health tracking. Everyone's got a watch. I don't. I need to get one. Everyone's got one.
Well, again, it would be like, what do you want to watch for? What do you want to track? Why do you want to track it? I think it has value in spurts, right? Like if you feel tired all the time and you know that sleep might be a problem, well, then we might want to track our sleep for a little bit and see if it really is a problem. And that could be after you've already tightened things up, like no screens or no scrolling, an hour to two before bed, making sure you're in a cold, dark place, make sure there's no ambient light happening in your bedroom, all those types of things. Like if we're doing those things, then yeah, we might want to track our sleep. Okay. I don't really see, if you have no issues, why you need to track your heart rate variability. Like that shouldn't be a thing, or why do we need to track, almost your calories? You definitely don't need to do that, right? So it could be like, I need to track my steps for a certain amount of time to make sure, hey, I am getting enough activity in the day. I might need to track my sleep. Once you kind of fix it and you feel good, you really don't need to continue tracking it.
It may be heart rate. That'd be about it.
Yeah, but I mean, that's on and off. Like, do you have a problem? Do you not have a problem? Like, if you go to the doctor once a year and they check you and you look good and you regularly exercise, that's not something you really need to track.
Right. Yeah, no, I don't have a watch. I don't feel compelled to get one. Hey, Bradley.
The only thing I track are steps.
Yep. No, I know. And you're trying to hit 10,000 every day. And what, a mile is about 2,000 to 2,500?
Yeah, somewhere around there, about 2,600 steps.
Yep. Cool. Bradley, we got halfway through the 10. We'll go through the next 5 next week.
All right, brother. Have a happy Easter, everybody. Enjoy your weekend.
Yep, exactly. Happy Easter, Bradley. Thank you. That's Bradley Schneller. StackedCoaching.com is the website. No, a life changer. StackedCoaching.com. Go to the website and check it out. Like Bradley said, you can even get that email blast he puts out every Monday, the Monday Stacked, and get an idea of what he's about. If you think he knows what he's talking about or not, get your expert to double check what Bradley says. No, I know Bradley knows what he's talking about. StackedCoaching.com. Hey, when you need a fence or an automatic gate for your home business or any property, you got to see the fence man. For all of your backyard residential or commercial fencing needs or automatic gate needs, you got to see the fence man. In Metro New Orleans, East Bank, West Bank, North Shore, River parishes, thefenceman-neworleans.com.
At Lamarck Lincoln, ownership isn't complicated. It's effortless. With a one-on-one brand specialist every step of the way, we strive to ensure every guest experience is nothing less than elevated. You'll understand why it's more than ownership. It's membership. Visit Lamarck Lincoln at Williams and I-10 in Kenner. Give us a call at 504-238-4800. That's 504-238-4800. Or visit us online at lamarcklincoln.com.
If you're observing Lent, the Steak Knife in Lakeview is a great place to go. Start off with one of their 5 incredible salads with crab meat and avocado. How about a cup of seafood gumbo with shrimp, crab meat, and oysters? The crab meat au gratin as an appetizer or entree is as good as it gets. And speaking of entrees, try the Gulf Fish Robert, usually speckled trout or puppy drum, topped with jumbo lump crab meat. The Steak Knife in Lakeview for Lent.
Word is, one of the best restaurants in New Orleans isn't even in New Orleans. Gallagher's 527 in Mandeville. Cross the lake and taste what you're missing. Tuesday through Saturday, Gallagher's 527 in Mandeville.
When USA Today ranked the 10 best must-visit New Orleans restaurants for travelers, Mid-City's own Katie's made the list. USA Today says Scott Craig is chef-owner at Katie's, a much-loved Creole-Italian eatery that draws armies of regulars for lunch, brunch, and dinner. A neighborhood spot where locals congregate
and New Orleans style hospitality rules. Indeed, it does. Katie's in Mid-City.
Young's Dry Cleaning, with 2 walk-up locations with personal service. Young's on Claiborne and Young's on Harrison Avenue in Lakeview. Young's Dry Cleaning. Call 288-8381 or online at youngsdrycleaning.com.
Here at the NOLA Coalition, we love our kids and we love our city. The people of New Orleans are standing together for a better future. By harnessing our collective resources, the NOLA Coalition will create a safer, more prosperous city for all residents. Your support is needed to help reduce violence, invest in our children, and drive generational change. Join now at nolacoalition.info.
Looking for a great steak tonight? The Steak Knife in Lakeview, serving only USDA prime beef. Open Tuesday through Saturday night. The Steak Knife since 1971 on Harrison Avenue between Canal Boulevard and City Park.
Tired of cleaning your gutters? Improve the value and look of your home with Leaf Guard gutters, and you'll never have to clean your gutters again, ever. I guarantee it. Let Audubon Gutters install Leaf Guard gutters today. You'll improve the look and value of your home. And right now is the perfect time during Audubon Gutters' 99-cent installation sale. Call 469-6494 now. Get out of that gutter and get on the phone. At Audubon Gutters.
You know, if it's a weekday afternoon in New Orleans, it's got to be Corey Johnson.
You know, moving like a gator down Bourbon Street.
The vibe of the Crescent City, Corey Johnson.
You put Paris in a swamp, and that's New Orleans in a nutshell, baby.
Yeah, you right. Thursday afternoon edition of the program. Corey Johnson back at you. Lent continues. Tomorrow's Good Friday. Easter is Sunday. Trey Yen, anytime tonight for dinner. One of the best seafood restaurants in the city. Trey Yen in Mandeville over the weekend. On Easter Sunday, Trey Yen is open. You better call and get a reservation. Trey Yen in Mandeville. It's not Chinese food, it's Chinese cuisine. Trey Yen in Mandeville. You know, they've been at it for nearly half a century, and there's never, ever been any MSG in that place. Never. Most Chinese restaurants, there's like a 55-gallon drum of MSG. They live off of it. No dishes have ever or ever will have MSG in them at Trey Yen. None. No bloated, over-salted feeling when you leave Trey Yen. Just gourmet cuisine. Yummy. Jeff Dorson is a saint. He's been at it 35 plus years. Trying to help us out here in Louisiana. We have a problem, and we still have dog fighting and cockfighting going on. We treat animals inhumanely as a state compared to other states in the country. If you live in a vacuum, I guess you can say we're great with animals, if you want to say that. But comparing Louisiana to other states in the United States of America, we don't fare too well at all. And a lot of people think, it's how people think. I don't write the rules. I'm just telling you how it is. A lot of people think how a culture or society treats its animals is a direct reflection on that culture or society. We don't do a good job. All Jeff Dorson's trying to do is help us. And all he needs is your help financially, like the easy part, just donating. He's doing the heavy lifting. All you got to do is donate. HumaneLA.org is the website. HumaneLA.org. How you doing, Jeff? Good afternoon.
Hey, brother. Thank you so much. Always nice to be on your show. I think so highly of you and just how you talk the talk. You know, you want people to behave and be kind and not be cruel, and that's our mission. So thanks for supporting us. We're looking forward to Humane May right around the corner. And thanks to you, we always raise at least 10 and tell your audience and viewers what you think you're going to do this year.
Yeah, we had to go up. It's 2026, inflation, everything's more expensive. $10,000 doesn't cut it. So our new goal is $15,000 in May for our Humane May fundraiser in the month of May, coming up in about 4 weeks, Jeff.
Yep, and we'll be sending out letters soon to area businesses and foundations, civic associations. Can they see themselves participating? We'll give them like 5 or 6 choices. I think it's going to really make a difference. They can, give a percentage of their sales on one day. They can do a special event for us. They can do a roundup day for their change. They can put a coin bank out. But if we get 20 or 30 businesses fired up and participating, I think we'll hit that goal. And we're excited, and then we'll give you the list of who's participating, and you can give them a shout out whenever you want during Humane May.
No, I love it, Jeff. I love it. Man, I always learn something from you each and every year. It could be Mardi Gras and Mardi Gras horses. At Easter time, it's don't go get your kids a bunny rabbit or little, baby chickens or any of that kind of stuff. No live animals for Easter.
Right. Stick to chocolate and plush toys, please. It always has a bad ending if you do a spontaneous buy and give your 5-year-old a little bunny and you go to work on Monday and who's taking care of the bunny?
No, exactly. And then after a few days, the fun's gone and you're dumping it somewhere.
Yep. We see it all day long. So please be conscientious of your actions, your choices, decisions. They have an effect on all the nice creatures we share the planet with. And maybe do something nice once in a while. Put up a bird feeder. I really enjoy mine. I put up like 10. And guess what? I have a flock of beautiful birds I get to, help on their way. So whatever you can do to help, do it. And especially donate to us. 5, 10, 15, because it goes right where it should, not in our pockets, but on the front line where it makes the most difference in programs, in services, in vet care, and spay and neuter. So that's why I like our group. We're very conscientious. We pay ourselves minimum so that we have the maximum going towards what it should be, animals in need.
Jeff Dorson's with us. The website is humanela.org. Humanela.org. Please go to it right now and just make a quick donation. $5, $10, $20, whatever you can afford. You're going to save animals' lives. You guys went to Hesmer, Louisiana, Jeff?
We did indirectly. We have contacts there. We're very good friends with the sheriff. He's in a hard place because the police jury, of course, doesn't see the need to. They'll put up a baseball diamond before they'll put up anything for an animal shelter, and yet the place is full of criminally abused animals. I mean, it is like the center of all the bad things that happen is Marksville, Hesmer, Avoyelles Parish. I don't know why, but man, do we get a lot of calls from there.
Yeah, that's like kind of in between like Bunkie and Alexandria, right? Up in that area?
Yep, the epicenter for animal cruelty, it looks like, because we get calls once a week on big cases. Multiple dogs inevitably chained up, a doghouse in disrepair. They're living next to a mud pit, and it is just, they're heartworm positive, they're skin and bones, and that's their life. So it's a hard uphill battle. We're helping the sheriff, and yet we're trying to wake up the police jury. Hey, this is your responsibility, guys. How is it ours? We're in New Orleans. This is your backyard, guys.
Yet you still, yet you still got control of what? Like almost a half dozen of these dogs?
Yeah. Yep. And it's not inexpensive. Everybody's heartworm positive. Everybody's starving. Everybody's flea-ridden, staph infection. You're looking at $800 a dog. And that's just in 1 week. And the next week there'll be another one.
Yeah.
So chip in, guys.
HumaneLA.org. If you go to them on Facebook, Humane Society of Louisiana on Facebook, you can check them out there and see. They got pit photos and great write-ups underneath on what the photo's all about, like these dogs in Hesmer, Louisiana. HumaneLA.org. Jeff, always a pleasure, brother.
Looking forward to Humane May with 20 or 30 businesses participating. I'll keep you informed.
No, I love it. So does this guy. Blue Boy loves it.
All righty, let's do it. Thanks, Corey.
Thanks, Jeff. That's Jeff Dorson. HumaneLA.org is the website. HumaneLA.org. Please go to the website right now and donate. $10, $20. Let's save some animals. HumaneLA.org. 5 o'clock powwow now.
You're on the neutral ground with Corey Johnson on TV on Cox Channel 4 and Spectrum Channel 333. Also on YouTube, on radio at NOLA Talk 93.9 FM, WSLA New Orleans.
It's 5 p.m.
At Lamarck Lincoln, ownership isn't complicated. It's effortless. With a one-on-one brand specialist every step of the way, we strive to ensure every guest experience is nothing less than elevated. You'll understand why it's more than ownership. It's membership. Visit Lamarck Lincoln at Williams and I-10 in Kenner. Give us a call at 504-238-4800. That's 504-238-4800. Or visit us online at lamarcklincoln.com.
For game-changing innovation, look to the Littering family of companies located in Harahan. Intralocks, a Littering company, changed the game when they invented modular plastic conveyor belts over 40 years ago. These belts and innovative Intralocks technology are transforming movement in manufacturing facilities around the world. Intralocks is a dynamic global company now hiring in production, warehousing, shipping, and more. If you want to be part of our successful team, visit Littering.com. That's LAITRAM.com.
Young's Dry Cleaning has free pickup and delivery. That's right. Young's Dry Cleaning has absolutely free pickup and delivery. Home or office, East Bank or West Bank. Call Young's at 288-8381 or online at youngsdrycleaning.com. My Sittu, that's Arabic for grandmother, used to make the best football kibbe. You can experience kibbe just like my grandmother used to make, and so many other Middle Eastern favorites on the streetcar line. Lebanon's Cafe.
Why wear the same old glasses that everyone else is wearing? Stand out from the crowd. Come to Art and Eyes. Art and Eyes is not your typical eyeglasses store. It's one of the finest eyewear shops in the country, right here in New Orleans, with precision-engineered prescription lenses and gorgeous high-quality frames from the heart of Europe, Japan, and the United States. Our products are thoughtfully curated, and our staff are here to help you find exactly the right frames. Art and Eyes on Magazine, as unique as you.
Total maintenance keeps you cool. Total maintenance keeps you cool. Total maintenance keeps you cool. TM-AC.com, your cool spots. Total maintenance keeps you cool. TM-AC.com, your cool spots.
South Shore residents that love good food are making the short trip across the lake to Gallagher's 527 in Mandeville. North Shore folks have known about Gallagher's 527 for years. Now the South Shore has discovered this hidden gem. One of the metro area's best restaurants is less than 30 minutes away. Take the quick trip across the lake and experience Gallagher's 527 in Mandeville. As good as it gets.
Dave Miette Insurance Agency. Auto, home, flood, business. 504-556-0809. Dave Miette, INSagency.com. Dave Miette Insurance Agency. Auto, home, flood, business. 504-556-0809. Dave Miette, INSagency.com.
Tired of cleaning your gutters? Improve the value and look of your home with Leaf Guard gutters. And you'll never have to clean your gutters again. Ever. I guarantee it. Let Audubon Gutters install Leaf Guard gutters today. You'll improve the look and value of your home. And right now is the perfect time during Audubon Gutters' 99-cent installation sale. Call 469-6494 now. Get out of that gutter and get on the phone. At Audubon Gutters.
In New Orleans, we don't eat to live. We live to eat.
More is better.
Scott Craig of Katie's.
That is our slogan. More is better at Katie's. It means more of everything. Not just more food, more smiles, more friendship, more love. More. When you do something, you have to do it right. You know, it's all about more, and it's all more of the good things.
Get more at Katie's Restaurant in Mid-City.
We're awaiting number 9, Mr. Drew Brees. Here he is. Thank you, future NFL Hall of Famer Corey Johnson, back at you Thursday afternoon. We're racing towards the weekend. For a lot of New Orleanians, Thursday's sort of a pre-weekend night out. They may not go out till 1, 2, 3 in the morning unless something pops up. But they might hang tonight till like 11, midnight, no problem, and go to work tomorrow. Thursday's like the pre-weekend. Sunday night's like the post-weekend. Man, I'll be driving around the city on a Sunday night, like might have late dinner with somebody, friends, family, whatever. It's like 9:30 heading home on a Sunday night. Totally sober. Work the next day, not partying. And drive by like a bar and they've got like a food truck or a huge smoker out there and they're grilling. I'm like, man, it's 9:30 at night. They are rolling. That crowd's out there. No one's like about to leave. They're going for the next few hours. Just crazy. New Orleans is a crazy town. The weekend's Thursday through Sunday night. It's not a 2-night weekend. It's not Friday and Saturday night. It's 4 nights. One of them's tonight. The pre-weekend Thursday night. The cool down has started. Get out and enjoy it. Low 80s right now, cloudy, but still nice outside. And over 2.5 hours of daylight left. Get outside and enjoy it. By golly. Gosh darn it. Mario, can you think of any others we can add to the by golly? Gosh darn it.
How about dadgummit?
Dadgummit?
Dadgummit.
Brilliant. That's a great one. That's on the board.
Shout out to Phillip Rivers. He said that a lot.
Dadgummit.
Dadgummit.
Any others? I should stop while we're behind.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, I'll try and think of some, but I don't want to do this.
Yeah, we'll stop while we're way behind.
Doing this spontaneously is dangerous. I
No,
feel like
you nailed it. I should have just quit 30 seconds ago.
we got some good ones though.
That was excellent. That so much so that we're calling it a night. Good evening, everyone. We'll see you tomorrow. Mañana. We're out of here. That's today's program, brought to you by Johnny's Speed Shop in Kenner on Williams. If you own a old vintage Camaro or Trans Am, circa 1980s with the T-tops, Johnny's Speed Shop on Williams in Kenner is for you. Johnny's Speed Shop, open 7 days a week. All right, low 80s, cloudy, but nice outside. Today was like 70 to 83. Tomorrow's a rinse and repeat of today. Saturday, a 75% chance of rain. Sunday is an 85% chance, Easter Sunday. A little cool front coming in with that Easter rain. Monday and Tuesday, we wake up to 57 degrees on the South Shore. You North Shore folks might be high 40s somewhere on the North Shore on Monday and Tuesday. I'll take that because we know what's inevitable. Summer. It's coming. Old summer. 90 degrees, 90% humidity. It's weeks away, and it stays with us until October. So that's coming. I'll take 57 on Monday and Tuesday morning to wake up. Are you kidding? Love that. Bring it on. Bring it on. We got a week till Hogs for the Cause. 2 weeks from today, French Quarter Fest cranks up. 2 weeks from today. 3 weeks from today, it's the first round of the Zurich Classic over in Avondale on DeBestbank, and it's day 1 of 8 days of Jazz and Heritage Festival, New Orleans. A week from today, or a week from this weekend, Hogs for the Cause. 2 weeks from today, French Quarter Fest. 3 weeks from today, Jazz Fest and round 1 of the Zurich Classic. Got a lot coming your way in the next few weeks. You folks that love to party and love festivals, New Orleans has you covered over the next few weeks. Mayor Helena Moreno's initiatives, lights on, fixing the street lights that are out, And the pothole initiative, 300 potholes fixed each day. I love these things. They're basic, they're vanilla, it's not like genius, they're obvious. They're what normal cities have and do all the time that New Orleans has neglected for years, for decades. It's just sort of accepted. It's accepted no more. And it's these small steps that make New Orleans a realistic city, that make us more viable. It makes us normal. I remember when the I-10 in New Orleans East was atrocious, just up and down, bouncing around like the original I-10. They should have redone it years earlier. It just kept dragging on. It was terrible. When people came into New Orleans on the I-10 from the east, they're like, my God, this is a nightmare. When we fixed it and made it right, like it is now, it's pretty nice, the I-10 out in the east. It's smooth and flat and well-maintained for the most part. No one said, wow, the interstate in New Orleans East. I'm talking about folks coming in from out of town. They weren't like impressed by it. They weren't like, it's smooth, it's great, I love it. It's just normal. It's how it's supposed to be. When it was bumpy, it was a negative. When we fixed it right, it was how it's supposed to be. That's the potholes and the lights. Not supposed to be potholes everywhere. Not supposed to have a bunch of dark areas of the city, even on the interstate. So those two initiatives, the mayor comes up with them, or her people. She backs the idea, comes up with a name for it, lights on, whatever. It works. And people are behind it. It's getting done. There's a plan in place. They're, putting that plan into play, and they're achieving some goals. 1,800, nearly 1,900 lights turned on. Few thousand more to go. 300 potholes a day. That's 72,000 in a year. Go, New Orleans, go. I love it. How about the mayor coming up with a zero tolerance for litter campaign? Zero tolerance for litter. Zero, none. And you might as well throw in like cutting the grass on the neutral grounds and parks and graffiti abatement. I was just discussing this yesterday about, it's like 25 years ago. Might have been the end of last century, early this century. A bunch of New Orleans politicians and business folks went to Chicago, visited with then Mayor Daley, and he's talked about all kind of different stuff. But he's like, 3 things that are really important. Make sure your public education system's, really good. Make sure your airport's state of the art, and make sure your city's clean. Those 3 things. You can be anywhere, Midwest, on the ocean, on the Gulf, on a river, up on the Great Lakes, landlocked, wherever, whatever, any city, USA. Make sure that your education system's good. Make sure your airport's state of the art, and make sure your city's clean. New Orleans is not clean at all. I mean, Chicago, Daley was talking about like they would put fresh boards painted on blighted property and put a new chain link fence around the blighted property, like making blighted property like look, more mothballed than blighted. Little things like that. Chicago, for the size of it, is incredibly a clean city. No, just we don't have any kind of message or, it's like the potholes and the lights. We accept the litter. We accept the litter. Part of New Orleans, the trash and the litter, it's accepted. We need to change that mindset. And someone like Mayor Helena Moreno, because there's a positive vibe around her, she is someone that's honest. She's not worried about junkets or free trips or the Pontalba apartment or any of that crap, that petty stuff. She's like civic-minded. How can I make my mark and make the city better? The Lights On initiative is brilliant. The potholes, acknowledging the problem, aggressively attacking it, 300 a day to be repaired. Love it. She embraces like a zero tolerance for litter. We come up with a creative campaign, get some local musicians to write a song. I mean, I'm serious. that would be incredible because New Orleans is a filthy city. There's just no two ways about it. Hey, New Orleans, if you need a real attorney, you have a real legal issue, a real legal problem, you need a real lawyer. KieferandKiefer.com, a New Orleans law firm for decades committed to their clients. Real lawyers, real law firm, helping deliver real results for your real legal problems. KieferandKiefer.com. Corey Johnson with you on a Thursday afternoon. Yeah, you're right. Artemis 2 orbiting the Earth. Pam Bondi out as Attorney General. The Crescent City Classic running through the city this Saturday morning, 6.2 miles. When we come back, Eric Stewart, the race director, will join us on the program. We'll find out about the Crescent City Classic. Corey Johnson with you on a Thursday afternoon. Tomorrow's Good Friday, Easter Sunday.
Total maintenance keeps you cool. Total maintenance keeps you cool. Total maintenance keeps you cool. TM-AC.com, your cool spots. Total maintenance keeps you cool. TM-AC.com, your cool spots.
Word is, one of the best restaurants in New Orleans isn't even in New Orleans. Gallagher's 527 in Mandeville. Cross the lake and taste what you're missing. Tuesday through Saturday, Gallagher's 527 in Mandeville.
Here at the NOLA Coalition, we love our kids and we love our city. The people of New Orleans are standing together for a better future. By harnessing our collective resources, the NOLA Coalition will create a safer, more prosperous city for all residents. Your support is needed to help reduce violence, invest in our children, and drive generational change. Join now at nolacoalition.info.
Francesca Deli and Pizzeria has over 15 specialty sandwiches, a big 10-ounce burger, and some of the best pizza in New Orleans. Francesca Deli and Pizzeria on Harrison Avenue in Lakeview between Canal Boulevard and West End.
Young's Dry Cleaning, with 2 walk-up locations with personal service. Young's on Claiborne and Young's on Harrison Avenue in Lakeview. Young's Dry Cleaning. Call 288-8381 or online at youngsdrycleaning.com. There's a Middle Eastern restaurant that's less than 5 minutes from where Causeway and River Road meet. Lebanon's Cafe. Convenient to Old Metairie and Old Jefferson. Carrollton at Jeanette on the streetcar line. Lebanon's Cafe.
Dave Miet Insurance Agency. Auto, home, flood, business. 504-556-0809. Dave Miet, INSagency.com. Dave Miet Insurance Agency. Auto, home, flood, business. 504-556-0809. Dave Miet, INSagency.com.
Trey Yen in Mandeville, a New Orleans tradition for over 40 years, serving the finest Louisiana-inspired Chinese cuisine. Open Tuesday through Sunday. Trey Yen.
For game-changing innovation, look to the Laitrum family of companies located in Harahan. Intralox, a Laitrum company, changed the game when they invented modular plastic conveyor belts over 40 years ago. These belts and innovative Intralox technology are transforming movement in manufacturing facilities around the world. Intralox is a dynamic global company now hiring in production, warehousing, shipping, and more. If you want to be part of our successful team, visit Laitrum.com. That's LAITRAM.com.
Scott Craig of Katie's Restaurant.
All of my ingredients are fresh. Nothing comes out of a can here. Nothing. All of our seafood is Louisiana. All of our vegetables are Louisiana vegetables. It's a neighborhood restaurant.
Katie's in Mid-City. You're on the neutral ground
He's on the radio.
with Corey Johnson.
Yeah, you right. Thursday afternoon edition of the program. Corey Johnson back at you. Can you believe race day is Saturday already? Talking about the Crescent City Classic, one of the great road races in America. Been doing it for decades. Eric Stewart is the race director of the Crescent City Classic. How are you, Eric?
All right, Corey, I'm doing great. And yeah, I can believe the race is Saturday.
I know. Well, yeah. Well, you've been prepping for the last few months to get it just right.
It's looking really good right now. The festival grounds are all set up. We're starting to erect the mile markers tomorrow. Fencing will go up tomorrow night on Poydras Street. So we're all right on schedule with everything, and everything looks great.
What's the year of this race? How many years you guys been doing it?
48.
48 years.
48 years.
Now, I think Rob Masson, Eric, from Fox 8 News, I think he's running it every year.
Has he?
I think so. I mean, and I can only imagine
all the time.
I can only imagine there's a few dozen people like that, huh?
I know of 3.
I think,
and if he's done it, I mean, I wish he would say something to me.
I'm going to text him during the break. I'll text him to find out if that's for sure, and then I'll send you his info, and y'all can hook up.
That'd be great. Great. Yeah, there are not many of them. I mean, I've known a couple of guys recently that had their, gotten injured as you get older. It happens to all of us. And they broke their streak. So dwindling down.
It used to be like French Quarter, Magazine, Britannia into Audubon Park. And then a few decades ago, you guys changed the route. And there's been different variations, but essentially you went French Quarter, CBD, Esplanade in the city park. Is that right?
Correct. That's your genealogy is correct. That's exactly the way the routes worked.
And no, go ahead.
Still on the same one you just described. So yeah.
And a flat course where world records have been set before.
Flat course where Olympians have, made their mark. Records have been set. I mean, face it. I mean, we've got the fastest course in the United States, and I've been to a lot of 10Ks. If you want to get a good time, this is the place to get it. But to be honest, those guys, they're few and far between. The majority of the people that run our race are walkers, guys that pull a keg, families that get together at Easter time and have some camaraderie. Companies. It's a company event for lots of companies. So I tell everybody, if you look in a book called The Top 50 Road Races in the United States, and the Classic is definitely in there, it says the original party race, the Crescent City Classic.
Wow. Yep. Yeah, you guys changed how a lot of races with the festival and the bands and the party afterwards. Used to do it at the Butterfly, now at City Park.
Yes.
Eric Stewart's with us, race director of the Crescent City Classic, which is this Thursday. Can somebody that's in shape and can run 6.2 miles or walk it no problem, can they still get involved?
I'm glad you asked that because we're getting close. We sold out last year, and I anticipate sometime tomorrow, if not overnight, we're going to sell out.
And so what's a sellout, Eric? About 20,000?
20,000 this year. Yeah. So we upped the number. We're comfortable with 20, but we're getting really close. So
how do folks sign up?
CCC10K.com. Hit the register button.
Now, like a parade route, where would you suggest people set up to watch the Crescent City Classic? You want to know a spot that's pretty damn nice right before Broad on Esplanade.
Yeah, you read my mind. That's a great place to watch. Any place on Esplanade is really cool. And we get a lot of people that come out of their houses just to watch it go by. Any place along City Park Avenue is really a neat place to watch it. You're going to see right before the last mile when they go inside the park. It's kind of hard to park down by Jackson Square and all that to get a look at it. But if you're already down there, definitely come out of the quarter and walk down to Decatur, South Peters, North Peters.
Eric, we know there are going to be a lot of people walking, as you said, and pulling a keg with a wagon. What about world-class runners?
So a few years ago, Corey, I don't know if we talked about this before, but a few years ago, it was actually COVID. So we decided that, the benefit of paying so much money to bring those runners in, we just didn't get a return on it. And most people in Louisiana didn't really care. They want locals to do really well, or people from the Gulf South that are good to come in and do it. And we've been just as successful by inviting those people to come.
So it's no longer a pay for these Kenyans.
There's prize money. Yeah, you're right. There's still prize money for the top 10s, but we're not paying to fly people in and putting up in hotels and all that kind of stuff. So
no, and yeah, as you're saying, like there was no benefit to that, I guess, right?
It's great if you're a running geek like me and you want to see these guys that are going to be either Olympians in the past or going to be in the Olympics coming up. I love to watch that kind of stuff. I would love to get some really, really good Americans that compete, but they cost so much money. It's just cost prohibitive to bring them in.
Now, if you were paying those guys, what would they run this race, and what will the winner run it on Saturday without them?
So if you were to bring in a world-class field where guys could push each other, you'd probably be in the 27th. I doubt you'd go any faster than that. What we will have is somewhere in the 29th. So it's a couple minutes difference, but to be honest, to the average person, it doesn't make that much of a difference.
Eric, where does the race start? Where do people need to be, and when do they need to be there?
Well, you're hitting the points, Corey. The race starts on Poydras Street by Champion Square. There's 11 corrals people need to load into. And I say this every year, and it gets better. I hope it continues to get better, but get in your corral early. We've got like 50 or 60 shuttle buses that we shuttle people from City Park down to the start line. And people are, lax, and they think, well, I got plenty of time to get down there. And then they get all these loaded shuttles and they get close to the start time. So get either to a shuttle earlier or get down to Champion Square early. The race starts at 8. Don't get there any later than 7.
So plan on being by the Dome, Champion Square, right off Poydras around 7 a.m. Saturday morning.
Gives you a chance to stretch, get some water, and then take your time getting into your corrals before you start.
And the official gun goes off at 8 a.m.?
8 a.m. sharp.
So you're telling me sometime around 8:30, someone will be rolling into City Park, even a little before then?
That's before we get the last person off the start line. The first person into City Park will be well in.
Wow.
So, yeah. It's interesting.
Eric Stewart's with us, the race director at the Crescent City Classic, for the Crescent City Classic. What's the website where folks can sign up and get involved?
CCC10K.com. Do it tonight if you're going to do it.
And where is there a physical place people can go, Eric?
Yeah. Oh, you're hitting the highlights. So as much as we have a great post-race party, we have an expo down in the Hyatt that is filled with, there's speakers, there's food. You pick up your bib there, you get your T-shirt, you look at vendors that are in the running industry, and you can still register there. So either two ways, do it online tonight or go to the expo as soon as you can.
When's the expo going on?
Expo goes today from 2 to 7. And tomorrow from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m.
So still another hour and a half. Folks can go to the Hyatt right now and sign up.
If they want to do that and not just do it online, absolutely. They can come here and sign up.
And if someone's already signed up, they can go down there and pick up their number and everything?
Pick up your bib, your T-shirt, get something to eat. There's red beans down there. There's Michelob Ultra down there, water, Gatorade, you name it. It's down there.
First 500 men, first 500 women get a Crescent City Classic poster?
That is correct. 1,000 people. And it's a good one this year, everybody. It will sell out. So the top 500 is going to be the best way for you to get it.
And for men to be in that top 500, you got to get what, around sub 46?
Wow, you are on your game tonight. I'd say sub 45 will get you in there, but you're right on it. Yeah, it's about what time it's going to take.
We missing anything, Eric?
Not when you're the host. No.
I've had you on for years, man. We've been talking about this great race. I ran it a few decades ago.
I really appreciate it. No, like I said, it's going to be a little warm, so make sure you hydrate before the race. A lot of people say, I'm feeling good. But then once they get into the race, it gets hot and they sweat it out. There's water stations at every mile, so you can take advantage of it. But the best way to do it is get hydrated before you get out there. What else? Get to your corrals early. Enjoy the day once you get back to the festival grounds where I am right now. Flow Tribe's going to be playing music till 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Food, beer, all the other things, Gatorade, Kentwood, Pepsi products, they're all going to be out here. Snacks, you name it. It'll be a great time.
You don't have to run in the race to come to the party after either, right?
That's right. You can buy a $20 Race Fest entry if you just want to come out here and have some fun.
Eric Stewart, always a pleasure, man. Congratulations. Have a great run on Saturday.
Thank you, Corey. You're the man. I really appreciate it. You take care.
Yeah, you're right. That's Eric Stewart, race director, Crescent City Classic this Saturday. ccc10k.com. Go to the website. Get to the expo at the Hyatt. They're there till 7 tonight. Still got an hour and a half to get over there and sign up. No, there's a lot of folks. I can go run 10K. I can run 6.2 miles. Not me. I said there are a lot of folks that can. They're going to go sign up and go do it. Go knock it out. I might do a little chipping and putting on Saturday morning, maybe in my backyard, thanks to LGD Lawn and Landscapes. They installed a chipping and putting green in my backyard. They can do the same for you. Artificial turf, synthetic turf in your backyard. NOLALGD.com.
If you're observing Lent, the Steak Knife in Lakeview is a great place to go. Start off with one of their 5 incredible salads with crab meat and avocado. How about a cup of seafood gumbo with shrimp, crab meat, and oysters? The crab meat au gratin as an appetizer or entree is as good as it gets. And speaking of entrees, try the Gulf Fish Robert, usually speckled trout or puppy drum, topped with jumbo lump crab meat. The Steak Knife in Lakeview for Lent. There's a Middle Eastern restaurant that's less than 5 minutes from where Causeway and River Road meet, Lebanon's Cafe. Convenient to Old Metairie and Old Jefferson. Carrollton at Jeanette on the streetcar line, Lebanon's Cafe.
Dave Miette Insurance Agency. Auto, home, flood, business. 504-556-0809. Dave Miette, INSagency.com. Dave Miette Insurance Agency. Auto, home, flood, business. 504-556-0809. Dave Miette, INSagency.com.
Why wear the same old glasses that everyone else is wearing? Stand out from the crowd. Come to Art and Eyes. Art and Eyes is not your typical eyeglasses store. It's one of the finest eyewear shops in the country, right here in New Orleans, with precision-engineered prescription lenses and gorgeous high-quality frames from the heart of Europe, Japan, and the United States. Our products are thoughtfully curated, and our staff are here to help you find exactly the right frames. Art and Eyes, a magazine as unique as you.
Trey Yen in Mandeville, a New Orleans tradition for over 40 years, serving the finest Louisiana-inspired Chinese cuisine. Open Tuesday through Sunday. Trey Yen.
In New Orleans, we don't eat to live. We live to eat.
More is better.
Scott Craig of Katie's.
That is our slogan. More is better at Katie's. It means more of everything. Not just more food, more smiles, more friendship, more love, more. When you do something, you have to do it right. You know, it's all about more, and it's all more of the good things.
Get more at Katie's Restaurant in Mid-City. South Shore residents that love good food are making the short trip across the lake to Gallagher's 527 in Mandeville. North Shore folks have known about Gallagher's 527 for years. Now the South Shore has discovered this hidden gem. One of the metro area's best restaurants is less than 30 minutes away. Take the quick trip across the lake and experience Gallagher's 527 in Mandeville. As good as it gets.
49 years in a row. Ford F-150, #1 truck in America. What about in the USA? Let's see, what about in the world? Who sells more trucks than Ford? Nobody. It's because the Lamarck team is the real team. All that makes it happen is one goal. Everybody having a great experience at Lamarck Ford. We became #1 for a reason, because we're good. And we need to prove it every day, every deal, all the time.
When you need a new fence or automatic gate at your property or place of business, anywhere in Metro New Orleans, you got to see the Fence Man. For over 20 years, the Fence Man has been taking care of residential and commercial customers, uses only the highest quality materials and products.
Cause I'm the Fence Man.
For fences and automatic gates.
Yeah, I'm the Fence Man.
TheFenceman-NewOrleans.com. The Steak Knife Restaurant in Lakeview has been at it for over 50 years. The reason? Because the Roth family does it right, serving only USDA prime beef, a neighborhood restaurant. But you don't have to live in the Lakeview neighborhood to enjoy the Steak Knife. Open Tuesday through Saturday night, the Steak Knife on Harrison Avenue between Canal Boulevard and City Park. For a reservation, call 488-8981 or online, steakkniferestaurant.com.
A sassy style that will drive you crazy. They hold you like the light. Hugs away when there's candles burning. Them Creole baby.
It's Corey Johnson on the neutral ground.
Roll call.
Kenner, Metairie, Harahan, River Ridge, Algiers, Gretna, Harvey, Terrytown, West Wego. We got you covered.
Who's this singing?
Todd Rodrigue.
Is he part of Louisiana LaRue?
I think so. The video says Todd Rodrigue, New Orleans ladies, Louisiana's LaRue with lyrics.
Yeah, I think it's him singing that song.
Okay, my bad. I mean, I assumed
No,
it was.
that's all right. I mean,
Assumed
I'm
it
sure
was
the guy with he's definitely from Louisiana with that name. But yeah, it's Louisiana LaRue, like it was one of their only hits.
Okay. There's a Life is a Highway situation, like that, an original song, and there's a cover song or something. Okay.
That's all she wrote with that one.
We'll find the right version, I guess.
Hey, tomorrow's Good Friday. Sunday is Easter. Lent is winding down. I told you about a great Lent place. You could go there tonight for Lent and then go there next week and enjoy a great steak. Get two totally different meals. I'm talking about the Steak Knife in Lakeview. They've been around 55 years, since 1971. So many of you folks in the metro area head to that Lakeview neighborhood restaurant. So many of you in the metro area are going, wow, Corey's talking about the Steak Knife. I haven't been in years, maybe a decade plus. It's still fantastic, as good as it's always been. USDA prime beef, about 40 menu items, 33 of them are Lent ready. Like the crab meat au gratin, or the shrimp remoulade, or the oysters flash fried, or the catfish des almonds appetizer, the smoked salmon, the seafood gumbo, all of the salads, several of them with like jumbo lump crab meat, Gulffish Robert, speckled trout with lump crab meat, shrimp bordelaise, crab meat au gratin. Every single side, Lent ready. Head there tonight for dinner. Head there next week and enjoy a fantastic steak. The Steak Knife in Lakeview, Harrison Avenue, in between Canal Boulevard and City Park. Yeah, they've been good for 5+ decades. The Steak Knife tonight for dinner during Lent. Thursday afternoon edition of the program. Thanks so much for joining us. About 80 degrees, cloudy out there. Still daylight for nearly 2 hours. I love daylight savings time. Tomorrow, a rinse and repeat of today, 70 to 83 degrees. Saturday is like a 75% chance of rain. Few things, for everybody. I mean, especially folks that are going to go check out the Crescent City Classic, want to enjoy that, want that event to go off without any kind of problems. We don't want any rain Saturday morning, And I have a round of golf scheduled for Saturday afternoon. By golly. So selfishly, I don't want any rain Saturday afternoon. But I will forfeit my golf outing. If it has to rain, I'll take it in the afternoon over the morning so the Crescent City Classic can run in style. Just a great event. Sunday, an 85% chance of rain. Easter Sunday, not looking good at all. With that rain, a slight coolio front coming through. Monday and Tuesday, we wake up to 57 degrees on the South Shore. 57. Yeah, you right. I like that. Pam Bondi out as Attorney General. Artemis 2 orbiting the Earth. Pretty damn cool. That blast off was intense. Just some of the social media posts, like people on a commercial jet airliner shooting video of the Artemis rocket going into space from Cape Canaveral, from the Kennedy Space Center. Now, orbiting the Earth, then kind of a little slingshot effect, about a 3.5, 4-day journey to the moon. They will orbit the moon and then head back to Earth. 10 total days, Artemis 2. Leading to Artemis 3, and then Artemis 4 will put man or woman back on the moon, maybe by 2028. And then it'll be kind of like the space shuttle, like regular missions, like on a regular basis, like all the time. I remember the space shuttle literally at Cape Canaveral. They had these signs at Cape Canaveral. Next shuttle launch. And it was these like manual flap signs that had the number of days, blank days till the next shuttle launch. It was like 67, 45, it was quick turnaround. We were launching the shuttle a few times a year. The Artemis program, especially building a moon base, it's going to be a lot of regular flights. Means a lot of jobs and work going on at Mishu out in the east. It's good stuff. 766-9480 is how you dial us up. Mario Brothers, a.k.a. Latin X at the controls. 766-9480. If you missed the 4 o'clock hour, you missed Bradley Schneller talking fitness and nutrition from Stacked Coaching. Jeff Dorson joined us from the Humane Society. Please donate. HumaneLA.org. They could use your donation. All Jeff does is save animals. Save them from suffering. Do your part. We got the easy work, just giving them a little money. They do the heavy lifting. HumaneLA.org. And Eric Stewart just joined us, the race director at the Crescent City Classic. They run that bad boy Saturday morning. 766-9480. 766-9480. Lebanon's Cafe open till 9:30. Outdoor dining. Enjoy the weather. Eat outdoors tonight at Lebanon's Cafe. Very Lent friendly. Baba ganoush, tabbouleh, hummus, grilled shrimp, fresh from the Gulf. Lebanon's Cafe, following the law. Right when you walk in, right on the front door, we serve fresh Gulf shrimp, local Gulf shrimp, abiding by the law, telling you where the seafood comes from. Outdoor dining, under the green awning, under the oak trees, on the streetcar line. Lamb chops and shish kebab tonight. Lebanon's Cafe, Carrollton at Jeanette by the streetcar barn. What a great night to take advantage of outdoor dining. Mayor Helena Moreno's initiatives, two just right out the gate. This lights on initiative, just obvious, basic, fundamental stuff. Fixing the street lights in the city, on the interstate, going from like the darkest areas, also the areas that have the most crime, coupled with they're not lit up. Light them up, lower crime. That's obvious. I'm not saying it solves the crime problem, but an area that has crime and it's dark, light it up, it's going to reduce the crime. So lighting up the city, 1,800, nearly 1,900 lights turned back on, a few thousand more to go. These are basics, fundamentals. They have to be done. And now this pothole initiative, 300 potholes a day repaired, 300 a day, 72,000 plus for the year. I love it. Now, I mentioned this before, like I-10 in the East, like a decade ago, was just terrible. You bounced up and down. I mean, I used to think to myself, I'm in my car bouncing up and down, 18-wheelers loaded with stuff. I mean, they must arrive with stuff just scattered all around the truck. I mean, it was crazy how bad it was, the interstate. I mean, it really was coming from Mississippi and Slidell, it was bad. And then in New Orleans East, it was terrible. And then about a decade ago, they fixed both. Now, when it was bad, people from out of town came in and they hit that stuff and they're like, my God, this is awful. New Orleans is a joke, just bad for New Orleans. The interstate in the East sucks. When they fixed it, folks that knew no better coming in from out of town were like, oh, wow, smooth interstate. It's just normal. It's supposed to be smooth interstate. When it's normal, it's normal. When it's bad, it's a negative. When it's fixed and it's right, it's not some huge plus. It's normal. Street lights being turned on and potholes being fixed, not having potholes everywhere, that's normal. That's normal. How about zero tolerance for litter? That's normal too. That's normal too. Hey, it's going to be 57 when we start on Monday and Tuesday morning. You might be running heat overnight. You're definitely going to be running air conditioning when we get up to 83 tomorrow. If you're in New Orleans or Baton Rouge and you need air conditioning or heat help, think Total Maintenance. Fair and honest Lucas and the boys, incapable of screwing you around. 30-plus techs, 30-plus trucks. They'll diagnose it right the first time, and they come with a sense of urgency because your AC or heat needs help. If you're in Metro New Orleans or Metro Baton Rouge and you need air conditioning or heat help, think Total Maintenance. tm-ac.com. Total Maintenance.
For game-changing innovation, look to the Littering family of companies located in Harahan. Intralox, a Littering company, changed the game when they invented modular plastic conveyor belts over 40 years ago. These belts and innovative Intralox technology are transforming movement in manufacturing facilities around the world. Intralox is a dynamic global company now hiring in production, warehousing, shipping, and more. If you want to be part of our successful team, visit Littering.com. That's LAITRAM.com.
Scott Craig of Katie's Restaurant.
All of my ingredients are fresh. Nothing comes out of a can here. Nothing. All of our seafood is Louisiana. All of our vegetables are Louisiana vegetables. It's a neighborhood restaurant.
Katie's in Mid-City.
Looking for a great steak tonight? The Steak Knife in Lakeview, serving only USDA prime beef. Open Tuesday through Saturday night. The Steak Knife. Since 1971 on Harrison Avenue between Canal Boulevard and City Park.
Tired of cleaning your gutters? Improve the value and look of your home with Leaf Guard gutters. And you'll never have to clean your gutters again, ever. I guarantee it. Let Let Audubon Gutters install Leaf Guard gutters today. You'll improve the look and value of your home. And right now is the perfect time during Audubon Gutters 99-cent installation sale. Call 469-6494 now. Get out of that gutter and get on the phone.
At Audubon Gutters.
Francesca Deli and Pizzeria has over 15 specialty sandwiches, a big 10-ounce burger, and some of the best pizza in New Orleans. Francesca Deli and Pizzeria on Harrison Avenue in Lakeview between Canal Boulevard and West End.
Word is one of the best restaurants in New Orleans isn't even in New Orleans. Gallagher's 527 in Mandeville. Cross the lake and taste what you're missing. Tuesday through Saturday. Gallagher's 527 in Mandeville.
Total maintenance keeps you cool. TM-AC.com, your cool spots. TM-AC.com, your cool spots.
Why wear the same old glasses that everyone else is wearing? Stand out from the crowd. Come to Art and Eyes. Art and Eyes is not your typical eyeglasses store. It's one of the finest eyewear shops in the country, right here in New Orleans, with precision-engineered prescription lenses and gorgeous high-quality frames from the heart of Europe, Japan, and the United States. Our products are thoughtfully curated, and our staff are here to help you find exactly the right frames. Art and Eyes are magazine, as unique as you.
Isn't it time to have that dream backyard you've always wanted? LGD Lawn and Landscapes can make it happen with artificial turf installation. Synthetic turf gives you the look and feel of natural grass. You get a beautiful lawn without the ongoing expenses of maintenance and no puddles, meaning you won't be tracking grass or dirt into the house. Let LGD come to your house and give you a free estimate. NOLALGD.com.
Young's Dry Cleaning, with 2 walk-up locations with personal service. Young's on Claiborne and Young's on Harrison Avenue in Lakeview. Young's Dry Cleaning. Call 288-8381 or online at youngsdrycleaning.com.
Trey Yen in Mandeville, a New Orleans tradition for over 40 years, serving the finest Louisiana-inspired Chinese cuisine. Open Tuesday through Sunday. Trey Yen.
Greater New Orleans, a destination for learning. With 13 colleges and universities and a booming job market, Greater New Orleans is the ultimate destination for your higher education. Your path to the future begins in Greater New Orleans. Find out more at studynola.com.
Outdoor dining, Middle Eastern cuisine, under the oak trees, Lebanon's Cafe, some of the city's finest lamb chops and shish kebab, Carrollton at Jeanette by the streetcar barn, Lebanon's Cafe.
When you need a new fence or automatic gate at your property or place of business, anywhere in Metro New Orleans, you got to see the Fence Man. For over 20 years, the Fence Man has been taking care of residential and commercial customers. Uses only the highest quality materials and products.
'Cause I'm the Fence Man.
For fences and automatic gates.
Yeah, I'm the Fence Man.
TheFenceman-NewOrleans.com.
If you're observing Lent, the Steak Knife in Lakeview is a great place to go. Start off with one of their 5 incredible salads with crab meat and avocado. How about a cup of seafood gumbo with shrimp, crab meat, and oysters? The crab meat au gratin as an appetizer or entree is as good as it gets. And speaking of entrees, try the Gulf Fish Robert, usually speckled trout or puppy drum, topped with jumbo lump crab meat. The Steak Knife in Lakeview for Lent.
The official afternoon talk show of the city of New Orleans. It's Corey Johnson on the neutral ground.
You can say anything you please about me, but don't say anything bad about Blue Boy.
Down, Blue Boy. Good buddy. That's not New Orleans. That's Steely Dan, Mario. What's up with that?
You gave me permission to play this song.
Did that last week.
Yeah,
Not like always.
Once a week.
Not once a week. Never. You're just making that up now.
I thought that would be acceptable.
No, it's not. It's unacceptable.
Okay.
And I like Steely Dan. That is a good song. I got some good Steely Dan for you, man. If you like that.
I would love more Steely Dan. You know how you see how much I love this song.
That Becker guy was incredible on the guitar. No, they've got some Really good tunes. We'll have to dig some up.
Yeah, that guitar riff just makes my soul happy, man. I don't know why I love this song so much.
Reeling in the years, man.
Yeah, the lyrics are kind of sad, but the beat is very uplifting.
That's Mario Brothers, a.k.a. Latin X. Any broadcasts coming up in the Spanish world soon, Mario?
Yeah, I'm working on Easter Sunday for the first time in my life. Pelicans and Magic on Sunday at the Smoothie King.
Nice. You're doing play-by-play or color?
Color in Espanol, 105.7 FM.
And when's that game?
Sunday night at 6.
Sunday night at 6, 105.7 FM in Spanish.
Yep, second to last home game, I believe, for the Pelicans this
Yeah,
year.
I think there's only 6 left total.
Yeah.
Yep. No playoffs. They're officially out.
No playoffs.
No play-in, none of that.
Long off season ahead.
Yep.
Got the
And
squadron coming up.
No first-round pick either, huh?
No first round pick.
Who's got that, Atlanta?
Atlanta with that trade they made.
The squadron's coming up. What are you talking about? The Lake Town Squadron?
The Lake Town Squadron.
You're all excited about that. You actually believe that within a mile of your house, a pro sports team plays their games.
I mean, I think it's kind of cool. I was talking to my girlfriend about it. It's like higher quality than college basketball, right? Or at least like on par. Like between
Yeah, I think
college
it would.
and
I
NBA.
think that's an interesting thing. Well, how would a G League team do against like college basketball's national champs?
They're amateurs in the same way college athletes
No,
are
you're right. I
amateurs,
mean, I would
but
think that's better than college basketball.
yeah, probably probably the highest quality basketball you could see in the city other than the Pelicans. I mean,
Yeah, no, it's pro basketball. It's
Yeah.
just minor league pro basketball.
Yes.
It's minor league.
People love to bet on stuff. You can't bet on that. But if you want to just watch good basketball, it's very
There is
entertaining.
no G League wagering.
No, I don't think so.
Wow.
Especially with the NBA and everything going on, you could understand why.
Wow.
But no.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I thought there'd be G League gambling.
You would think. I mean, you could probably find like some offshore books, but
That's
no.
crazy.
You
Some
could,
offshore book.
you could find underground betting for everything, but legally, nah.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Hey, it's Southeast Louisiana. It's crawfish season. That means Rouse's Markets. Rouse's literally has you covered. You can go in empty-handed, get crawfish live by the sack, get the pot, the burner, all the seasoning, the ingredients, everything you need for your crawfish boil. Walking in empty-handed to each and every Rouse's location, walking out ready for your crawfish boil. The gas, everything. Or you can walk in Rouse's and get fresh, hot from the pot, ready to eat boiled crawfish at each and every Rouse's. They're boiling them every day from 11 a.m. till 7 p.m. Like right now, you can go to your neighborhood Rouse's and get hot from the pot, fresh boiled crawfish, piping hot. Or crawfish live by the sack and boil them yourself. When it comes to Southeast Louisiana crawfish season, no one sells more live by the sack crawfish than your Rouse's Markets. And when it comes to Southeast Louisiana crawfish season and hot, fresh, boiled from the pot, ready to eat, hot from the pot, boiled crawfish, no one boils more crawfish in Southeast Louisiana than Rouse's Markets. It's crawfish season. Rouse's Markets has you covered. Thursday afternoon edition of the program. Yeah, you right. Fantasy Friday edition of the show tomorrow already. Are you kidding me? Crazy. Fletcher Mackle will join us. That seemed like that was like yesterday. Fletcher Mackle will join us Fridays with Fletch. Michael Hecht from Greater New Orleans Inc. You never know. Scott Craig from Francesca Deli or Katie's might join us. Speaking of Katie's, the last few weeks, it's been like 6, 7 local fresh fish from the Gulf available at Katie's. Doing you right during Lent. How many local restaurants literally have like 6, 7 local fresh fish from the Gulf available for you? GW Finn's, Katie's. I mean, that might be the entire list. More is better, more of the good things during Lent, as New Orleans as it gets. Katie's in Mid-City. And right now they're boiling crawfish at Katie's. It's Thursday. They'll go till they run out, maybe 7, 8 o'clock. Plenty of time to get to Katie's and enjoy fresh boiled crawfish on the patio with weather like this. Do it outside. Katie's in Mid-City, crawfish night. Blue Boy on the neutral ground, barking up a storm. What's up, buddy? You want something besides kibble. You'd like a steak and a lobster tail. Anything else? Wow. You're just joking. Remind everybody to come back tomorrow, Fantasy Friday at 4. Thank you, Blue Boy. Thanks for checking us out, mañana.
You're on the neutral ground with Corey Johnson on TV on Cox Channel 4 and Spectrum Channel 333. Also on YouTube, on radio at NOLA Talk 93.9 FM, WSLA New Orleans.
It's 6 p.m.